How's it going, guys, and welcome back for a new video. This right here is the 180 Order of Entities Reverse Hybrid. In today's video, we are going to go ahead and showcase this right here and of course release it. Download links is down in the description. I made this really awesome box right here so you can see it working on all the Y levels all the way up to Y80. But before I do that, I kind of want to show you guys how it tunnels. All you gotta do is make sure you save those ticks right here that is on the schematic, and just quickly change that out with a comparator right here as well on the other side. After that, all you need to do is fire the cannon and you should see it tunneling through 6 chunks, and that will be exactly enough for you to create a 1 block backboard so you can stack on it. Now in this video I'm not going to show you how you can get a 1 block right here, so I'm just going to use a bedrock. But let's first change these right back as well as on the other side. So all we need to do now is just fire the button and you'll be able to see that it will be able to reverse hybrid up at this Y level, which is 56. And I think we should be able to continue. It should be able to go all the way up to Y180, but I kind of want to show you that before I leave this video off. We're at around 140 right now. We now reached 150, and I guess that's what we get for reaching here. Read me. Oh, decide. Oh, okay. That's nice. And then we have the final one, which is Y80, which is all the way up here. There we go. So this one right here is now tested to work on all Y levels. Well, I guess all Y levels. If you could go through every single layer all the way up, but it will probably be the same. So we can now determine that this right here works on all Y levels all the way up to Y180. The only thing that's left to do now is kind of try to explain a little bit about the cannon. Coming in how to explain how this cannon works, well, it's pretty simple, and I'm sure that if you guys are gonna listen patiently, you guys will be able to make your own reverse hybrid Order of Entities without any problems. Now, the reason why people want to use these kinds of cannons instead of the one tick is that it don't fire down the reverse. So now you can use this at any Y level, so it's a little bit better than the one tick that I already released those actually. So you should consider using Order of Entities instead of the one tick. Now coming into how it works, let's go ahead and take up some few tools right here we're gonna need. This right here is pretty much 3 parts, or well, it's 4 if you count the power, but let's not do that for this video right here. So we have right here is what we call the reverse. The reverse makes sure that all of the sand and all the hammer and all the scatter and all the red sand is getting shot up to the reverse layer. Now the sand itself should be common sense, of course. It stacks it, and what stacks it is the hammer, as you see right here. Now we are missing a few dispensers right here because the explosion ratios is something to do with the wet sand right here. Don't worry too much about it, but that's why we are missing the dispensers right here. This is also why if you on a server happens to see that the one shot sand is not there, removing a hammer or adding a hammer might actually make the difference. Now coming into those 3 parts right here, let's go ahead and take out the reverse first. This is coming down right here with that booster. It falls down, and when it falls down, this slab here goes out. And when this slab here is out, it can't go further up than the slab. So it's going to be 1 slab above ground, as you can see. But we can't really make it that, so I'm just going to place it on the ground right here. And that's pretty much where the reverse is, and it's getting shot by the power right here. Then over here we have the sand. Now the sand itself is a little bit weird how that works out. So what's going to happen now is that all the sand is moved out of the cobweb. It's now hanging freely right here, and it's getting boosted by this booster right here and these boosters right here, all the way over to these blocks. Of course on both sides. Now when that is on both sides, then this booster right here is going to try to boost all of it over to 1 block. So everything is inside 1 block right here. Once that is in 1 block right here, it's going to start to fall down, right? And as soon as it gets under the piston extends like this, and then the booster ticks again, and then it blows it into where we want it. So let's see where it goes, and I'm going to show you how the booster works after. It goes right here because it's getting in from right here. The guider, in this case there is no guider, so it's going all the way at the top and sliding off this top right here and then going out right there. Now the booster over here, as you can see, I'm going to show you right here, is ticking twice. So first it ticks, as you can see right here, only 2 dispensers though, and then the next time it takes it all the way because we need to go far. So when we have the sand in place right here, all we need now for it to actually fully work is the hammer, which is coming in the exact same place as the sand, and because we're using order of entities, it doesn't really matter if we have the sand and the hammer together. It's going to stack anyways because of beautiful order of entities, because whatever you move first or whatever you activate first is always going to go first. This is also how we made the nuke. If you have seen that video on how I explain how that worked, that's also order of entities. Go have a look at that. You might get a little bit more a detailed explanation about order of entities, or if we can just make a video and we'll figure something out. Now this right here is the three main parts, as you can see right here, that's gonna make it work. Now the scatter itself comes in with the hammer, since why not? You do that with all other cannons as well, because you want that at the top. So inside there we also have the scatter. I'll make it right here, why not? Then we have the red sand, or the one-shot sand, which is coming right here. It's just going one tick later than the other things, and of course that is also going at the top. So in that case, let's use this one right here as a wet sand. So now imagine that everything being in one block. Then what's going to happen is that the reverse, which is this TNT down here, is going to move everything up to the height of where your reverse layer is, and this is where it gets pretty smart. So no matter what, it's going to fire it all the way up, and because everything is order of entities, it's always going to stack. So it's always going to stack the full amount. If you have enough hammer, of course, it's always going to stack the full amount. And what's left inside is the scatter, which is in this case over here, and the red sand after it's stacked, right? And then there we go. And then the scatter blows up, and yeah, then that's pretty much it. Now you could go ahead and make one of these reverse hybrid order of entities, and then you can also make it a little bit better than the one I have right here. You can add a scatter to it as well if you wanted to, so the stack goes a little bit further down, but I kind of left it default, or default, whatever you say, on this cannon right here. So that's pretty much how the cannon itself works. It's really smart, and it's really simple. Now there's also other ways. I'm pretty sure someone on the server right here explained me a little bit, or showed me a little bit more about how you can make this a little bit more efficient, where you could use the reverse to go into the exact same place as the the power, but not exactly, because it'll be on each side of the block. Now that's right, that will make it shoot further, but already now we're shooting like 30 chunks, I'm pretty sure, with just this amount right here, and it does go off one block at 6 chunks. So I don't really think we're gonna need more than this, but if you guys want to make a design, you should definitely look out for the other versions as well, because this right here is the default one. This right here is pretty much to give you guys a welcome into the reverse hybrid section. It's not a bad cannon, don't get me wrong. This cannon here, it works perfectly on all ranges and whatever. It's just that you might be able to get a better scatter in and stuff like that. If you want to build your own, that's really up to you. Also, you can use this cannon right here. I'm going to leave the download link down in the description. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, remember to like this video here. Comment down below if you have any questions, suggestions, or if the cannon didn't work for you, or if the cannon actually worked. Please make sure to come back to this video here and give it a thumbs up. But as always guys, remember to subscribe to my channel. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.